Hi ladies, welcome back to Let's Play. This is card number 36 in the range. We're going to create a cute little abstract Christmas tree using some embossing powders I've done with my postage stamps, and I've dug out my liquid pearls. If you don't have liquid pearls, you can just use your little half pearl enamel that you buy, the little beads, and some of my old Christmas embellishments and some stamps. Alright, so let's play. First thing we're going to do is I've used a red card because it is Christmas. I just wanted a little bit of the red to stick out the background. Alrighty, and then we are going to dig out our tissue paper. So this is dressmaking pattern. This one was white. If you don't have white, just use Christmas tissue paper. I'm sure you've all got lots in your Christmas bags. I like this because it's got a little bit of a pattern on, but don't stress, we're going to stamp anyway. So what we're going to do is I've already just cut a small piece. I just wanted a little bit of the pattern on, not too much. And I am going to cover my card with it. You can use, let me just do those two first. You can use Mod Podge if you want to. It just takes a few more minutes to dry. I am just going to, if I can just get the tape off. Okay, I'm just going to use tape on mine just to be a little bit faster. Alrighty, just cut off that, it's not also sticky. And that is your, if I can get it off. Alright, and that is the bottom layer done. Okay, I'm just quickly going to just neaten off these edges. What I have used for this card is I have inked in Versa Fine Green. I have used an old sheet of paper from Art from the Heart. It's the old Christmas range, but please, you can use whatever. Go through all your scraps, even use your wrapping paper if you've still got some left from the Christmas splurge. I've also used some StazOn today. That is for the background stamping that I've done. And I have also used some Versamark water stamp, which is the embossing stamp, just for a little bit of the heat embossing. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we are going to use our green, and we are just going to go around our edges, give it a nice dark edge. All right, next step is I have found an old rubber stamp that I had in my stash. Any stamps will work. If you've got a nice Christmas stamp, that would work too. Okay, oh, helps if you take the cover off. And I am just quickly going to go over my card. Okay, that one's not very dark. Does not have to be perfect. We just want it for some texture. So there we go. All right. I have now given my card some background texture. Remember, with StazOn, keep it closed because it can dry out quite quickly. All right, next thing I'm going to do is, if you have a look, I have a bottom layer of a little block. So using my pattern paper and my scissor, I'll just clean them quickly. I am going to just cut a little block. There's no set sizes to anything that I'm doing today. You just play until you find a size that you're happy with. I have inked it, and then I am going to adhere that just over my background. I have used a black pen. I'm going to do it now before everything starts getting too wet. Okay, and I've just outlined. Okay, this one's not working so well today. I'm just going to go with a normal pen. Use a black Koki if you've got one, and just roughly go around the outside edges. Okay, it just helps outline your card for you. All right, once that's done, we are now going to do our little Christmas tree. So what I did, if you have a look, it's really funny shapes and stuff. So have a look closely at the image that I will post on the chat group, and just to give you a basic idea. So my tree looks something like that. So if you look at it, there is my second layer. Okay, and there is my third layer. Can get a little bit wider. And then my fourth layer is over there. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your template. Like I say, it's a funny shaped, and you are going to cut out these pieces using your pattern paper. So I'm going to start off with a smaller just to make it easier to work with. All right, and that is piece number 1, just like that. All right, again, I'm inking these pieces. This will be going onto my card as piece number 1. It's not going to be exactly the same. If you find it's a little bit too sharp, you can make it just a little bit smaller. All right, so there's my piece number 1. Piece number 2, I'm going to just take that piece over there. And you'll see I'm cutting a little bit bigger than my template. And for that one, I'm going to just tear that piece off there. I'm going to use the leaves. Again, you don't have to use 100 different pieces of paper for this. And I'm going to ink it again. All right, and there is my piece number 2. See, my little tree's coming along nicely. All right, now piece number 3. Just cut my template smaller. And that's just to give me a rough guide. So for this one, I want to go a little bit darker again. So I'm going to just cut off paper from there. I'm going to try and use the dark side. Okay, hope you can all see what I'm doing. I'll just hold it in my hand. You don't have to trace and then cut. Just hold it. It's a lot quicker. Okay, there's number 3. And number 4, if I can find my templates. Where did I put my templates? I threw them away. There we go. All right, and that is number 4. I'm not going to make him at quite such an angle. And that one, just to break up the color there a little bit, I think I'm going to go with this text here at the bottom. Okay, so there, sorry, is number 4. Again, I am using Versaclear. I love Versaclear. It's a nice soft spongy matte. You'll see it's got a nice thick spongy matte and the colors are beautiful. Okay, so now we are literally just going to be sticking these down. So there's piece number 1. I'll work from the bottom up because obviously your top layer will be the one that you stick down last. And there is number 2. And there is number 1. All right, so it's not a really, it's a really weird looking little Christmas tree, but it's an abstract one, so I hope you like it. And then again, just to highlight the edges, please just take a pen or a nice black Koki. I'm just doing a pen because my Koki dried out. Okay, and then once you have done that, then we are going to, there we go, now it stands out a little bit more. All right, next step we're going to do is we're going to quickly do our heat embossing with our postage stamp, and then we are going to apply our liquid pulls. So I have just used an old postage stamp that I had in my stash. You can use Christmas stamps as well, of course. Don't feel obligated to use what I do. And I'm going to do one in the corner. And I'm going to do one here at the bottom. Remember, with embossing, work as quickly as you can just to get the powder on. Once your powder is on, you can take your time. And that's the bottom. Okay, remember your powder is going to stick to anything else on your card that is sticky. So just use a little brush and just around the edges. Oh, sure, sorry, I keep going off screen. I do apologize. You can see I'm out of practice. Okay, so let's get rid of all that other extra embossing powder. So there we go, and we are going to just quickly, this goes really fast. So if you have a look, you'll see it starts changing color. And look how beautiful that looks. Alright, and there's our second one. Okay, fabulous. There we go. You can have a look and see. It looks nice with the postage stamp. So, sorry. Okay, the embossing powder I used the Nuvo embossing powder. It's so fun and it's got a beautiful glitter in it. I love Nuvo glitter. Right, so this you can get from your local scrapbook shop. You can just ask them and they can get it for you. All right, once that one is done, we are almost finished. All you need to do now is you are going to take, okay, before we do that, hold on, sorry, I lied. Go through your stash. I know we've all got, if you're like me, I've got about 6 of these boxes and boxes of old braids that we never know what to do with, and all these funny shapes and sizes. I did take one out. What do you say? Okay, I found these little gold stars in my stash, so it's perfect for my Christmas tree. So go through your stash, see what you've got, or just punch a little star or cut a star. And obviously a star belongs on the top. Do this first before you put your liquid pearls. Otherwise it's not going to... Okay, my star is very skew. Sorry, I'm going to just quickly remake that hole. Don't make it too far from the original one, otherwise you're going to see a gap. There we go. All right. So there's the star on top of my Christmas tree. Next step is I'm going to take my liquid pearls. I'm using a key lime color. I know you get a lot of different types. As I said, if you don't have these, just use your normal little half pearls that you can buy from your local scrapbook shop or your local china shop. Okay, so I'm just adding this to the first and the third blocks to look like little Christmas baubles. Takes a few minutes to dry. You can tap the bottom just to give it a nice rounded dome effect. And then once that is dry, I'm going to do it now, but you should wait until it's dry, is go through your stash. Last year I showed you all how to cut up all your stickers and how to do all your little words in packets. This was actually a sticker. So what I done was I put baby powder on the back and then I added it to my bag. So this is my Christmas packet of all my embellishments, and I found a word that I want to use, and then I also found, I know this is a tree, but I'm going to use it as a leaf, and I'm going to add that just as an embellishment. And this one I want to raise. Okay, I don't know when my phone stuff's far away. It's just to get flat today, and that is going to go into the corner. And then if you want to add anything red, obviously you can then go through your stash and see if you've got any berries or cherries or anything. So here is a cluster with some little cherries. I'm just going to ink it, and again I'm going to stick that on top of there. All right. Oh goodness. Okay, let it stick. It can overlap, don't stress about that. All right, so there is our card number 36. I hope you've enjoyed it and that you all get a chance to play along. Please remember, post your cards under the official card 36 post and not under this video. And thank you, girls. I hope you've all enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what you create. Bye.